Robots are unstoppable in logistics.
We actually get a chance to have a meaningful impact on the world.
It's how do we formulate a harmony between man and machine.
The sky is the limit, actually.
Una plataforma robótica basada en inteligencia artificial busca revolucionar la logística del comercio electrónico, un salto tecnológico desarrollado, ensayado y ya en funcionamiento en la Unión Europea. En este centro de distribución cerca de Berlín se gestiona cada semana el envío de cientos de miles de prendas de vestir, accesorios, zapatos o cosméticos. Un proceso dinámico y altamente mecanizado donde velocidad, precisión y eficacia son primordiales.
We have different sections, we have inbound, we have outbound, we had quality control, etc. And we plan people, we manage to deliver those volumes. But for a customer, the simple thing, what is important for them is how much is coming in, how much is going out, and how accurate and how efficient we are in this entire process.
Entre las últimas tecnologías en uso, estos robots, diseñados para procesar más de 600 unidades por hora, son capaces de identificar autónomamente naturaleza, tamaño, forma y peso de cada artículo y su embalaje y gestionarlo de manera óptima.
The robot works 24/7. So if you're comparing robot with the human, it does not need to take breaks. It can keep going, and it's basically consistency. That's where the key is. It's not necessarily about replacing people with automation. It's more about how do we produce more volumes at a cheaper cost and being more efficient.
Sin estas soluciones basadas en inteligencia artificial, los modelos de negocio del comercio electrónico ya no son viables, afirman los directivos del grupo de moda en línea que utiliza estas naves como su principal centro logístico en el continente europeo.
Our e-commerce business is very volatile. Everybody knows we have Black Friday, but there are also spikes around Easter, Christmas, so it makes it very difficult to plan the personnel properly. Now, the advantage of the robot is always there and can then easily help us in coping with volume spikes. We all know in Europe and all the Western countries we have a shrinking workforce population because people are getting older, but the amount of orders doesn't necessarily go down. Robots are a very fine example of how to mitigate these risks in demography.
La tecnología ha sido desarrollada y ensayada en la capital de Polonia. Esta empresa emergente emplea a unas 140 personas. Su misión, desarrollar herramientas robóticas capaces de empaquetar, manipular y clasificar artículos en centros de logística como lo harían los humanos, pero de forma más rápida, eficaz y precisa. Los ingenieros han desarrollado soluciones de IA basadas en la nube que básicamente ayudan a los robots a aprender de sus propias acciones.
When the robot is performing, we are collecting all the metrics possible, all the readings from all the sensors, all the images of every single bin that the robot would see. And we are using this data to further train the machine learning model and further adjust. The robot can adapt to new items that are seen first time and can adapt to different shapes, different sizes, and different kinds of items. The robot can have 3, 4, 5 different tools so that it can pick very small items, 2 centimeters, or very big items, 5 kilograms. This robot is large and the payload is very high, so the robot can in the future pick 10 kilograms, 15 kilograms items. It's a matter of developing the right tools and adjusting the system.
La empresa afirma que su investigación y desarrollo buscan superar lo que denomina desafíos irresolubles en la automatización en centros logísticos.
The first challenge is effectively building the right artificial intelligence models that are going to be able to drive those robots. But then, once you figure that out, you effectively need to have the software to control those robots and control the move of the robots.
Entre sus retos tecnológicos, el diseño de manos robóticas adecuadas que permitan manipular con eficacia una amplia variedad de artículos y contenedores, desde envoltorios de plástico hasta cajas de zapatos.
You can see here the first iteration, and you can see actually that it grips from two sides, and it's very, very heavy. So that's why we progress for next iterations. And here we go. This is our final solution, which only picks from one side, which enables us to pick almost all shoeboxes on the market. You have the lid of the shoebox, the bottom of the shoebox, and the item inside. And picking only the lid, for example, doesn't count as success. You need to pick the whole item and make sure that it will stay together without separation.
La empresa afirma haber triplicado su volumen de negocios y su número de clientes en los últimos años. En 2025 anunció haber conseguido una inversión de aproximadamente 50 millones de euros para impulsar la innovación en inteligencia artificial aplicada a la robótica.
I think today, while the systems are very reliable, their flexibility and ability to add new use cases is still moderate, I would say. So we're adding new use cases and making these systems be able to tackle more of the tasks in the warehouse.
Tanto desarrolladores como usuarios finales afirman estar atentos al impacto social de este progreso impulsado por la IA en la logística del comercio electrónico.
The robot still requires some maintenance. We're working together with our customers on educating their staff, and we've seen cases where the employees see pride in working in a more advanced, higher tech environment rather than performing a lot of very manual tasks.
The human-less warehouse is impossible. So this will never work. So there will always be human collaborators, people working in a warehouse. You might attract a different sort of people to make it attractive for them working in a warehouse. Embracing AI, embracing new technology, embracing robotics is actually, it's a necessity in order just to cope with the increasing demand.
We're not necessarily replacing man with machine, but it's more about creating a harmony and moving forward.